I'm Stephen Goldberg of Optimus Performance, and I'm here in Austin, Texas at the Profiles International World Conference. And I have with me Susan Hanson of the Vero Solutions Incorporated. And congratulations, Susan. Susan was just awarded the Canadian Strategic Business Partner of Profiles International for the year for 2012. So congratulations on that.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Stephen.
Maybe you can tell me briefly about yourself, about the Vero Solutions Group and your affiliation with Profiles.
Okay. Well, I previously had a corporate development and training business, and we combined the Profiles assessments with that. It made a lot of sense to do that. And we did that for years. And it's interesting that the name of our company is Vero. It comes from the Latin derivative veritas, meaning the truth. So we find that the assessments tell the truth about people. So it's a nice connection.
And how do your clients use the assessment tools in their business?
Well, they use them in many different ways depending on what their goals are. And but the ones that we find that are most common are increasing sales. That's always an issue. Companies are looking to improve revenues. Succession planning is a big one right now. There's a lot of baby boomers moving out from that end, and they're looking to identify who their future top performers are and how to develop them into those roles. That's one. Always customer service. Customer service experience is becoming very important, not only to corporations but to healthcare, institutions, hospitals as well. Those would be the three big ones, but it can be anything: organizational development, engagement. Engagement is another one that companies are very interested in measuring, identifying, and taking some action.
Okay. And are there particular problems that the clients want these tools to solve? I mean, you mentioned some of the reasons, but are there more precise problems?
Well, sales is an interesting one, and I go back to that because it's the most difficult position to hire for. It's the most difficult position to interview for and predict whether someone will actually be a top performer in your company. They may have been a top performer in another company, but it's a different product, it's a different strategy. For instance, to your question, some companies want the salespeople to grow the current accounts, and in other sales organizations, they want them, it's all new business. So it's very interesting because depending on what the strategy is of those sales organizations, that would change the type of person they would hire. You see, and are they provided leads, or do they have to get their own leads, or do they have to do their own prospecting? That all changes the fit, what we call the job fit of the salesperson. The sales cycle, the ticket, the size of the ticket item. All of that changes the type of salesperson that they're looking for. So that's a little more detail for you, but it's the one that's the most difficult to solve for companies.
So sales is a great use of these.
Absolutely.
And can you give an example of a success story or one of your clients, how they use this?
Well, the one we've had a lot with sales. Increases in, I'll give you an example. When we had the recession, 2008 or so, we had just started a sales training program with the group, and their industry went down 30% over the 2 years we worked with them. And yet they were able to maintain their sales targets by plus 0.5%. So their industry had gone down 30 and 30 over 2 years, and yet they were still above sales targets. The other one that I think was very impactful was we had a client with 200% turnover in their customer service positions. They were able to get that down to something like, normal, 15% or something like that. They saved $1 million to their bottom line in 1 year.
And how did the assessment tool fit into that? Like, how was it part of the solution?
It's all about what we call job fit.
Okay.
You just get the person that's right for the job. And what we like about, and this is the reason that I choose Profiles, is that we're measuring, when we start matching people to jobs, we're looking at their cognitive, which is the number one predictor of job success. A lot of people think it's behavior. It's not. It's how they learn, communicate, and problem solve, their behavior and their interests. But when we create these job patterns of top performers for these companies, that job pattern would include these top performer characteristics. It would include competencies of the job, but most importantly, the culture of the company. That's all included in how we job match applicants or even internal people back and forth. So I think this whole cultural fit is really important. As I said, you can take a top salesperson from one company into another and they can fail miserably. Same person.
So you can include that as well as
it's
part
all
of the
part
evaluation.
of our job matching, yes.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I was, as a distributor, I wasn't even thinking that broadly in terms of, well, I guess, of course, company culture, but I see the way you're doing it is very strategic. It's quite interesting. We're here at this conference. What excites you about what you're seeing today?
Well, first thing I see is the new strategies of Profiles International as a company. I'm never failed to be impressed with their forward thinking, always looking to be on top. Very, how should I say, progressive, very progressive. Small, I call it a small company because maybe I've known them for so long. It feels like family, but they actually are very progressive. And of course, they always come out with products that seem very timely, and you think, well, isn't that just what we needed, right? So they listen to us, they listen to the clients, and they always seem to give us what we need at the right time. Okay. So today it would be the sales checkpoint, as we just saw, right. Helping companies to make an impact on their sales like now, today. Okay. So that was the one that I liked the best this time.
Good. Well, thank you very much for taking the time, and congratulations again on your award, and more continued success.
Thank you very much, Stephen.
You're welcome.
Take care.
Bye.